Well, traditionally, this year has been what I would consider to be kind of a lighter year for fall armyworms compared to last year. But as you can see behind me, as wheat is starting to get planted, it's vulnerable to any flights that might come through between now and when we get our first killing freeze. So I always encourage producers to keep watch of their fields as they're coming out of the ground so that they don't get really hurt early by fall armyworms coming in and causing damage. The other thing that anybody that's growing that has pastures for hay, they need to be out looking at their fields for fall armyworms too, because they can come in and start causing problems, especially with if you have fescue. Fall armyworms seem to prefer that over Bermuda grass even. So producers need to be aware of that, because a fall armyworm population in a fescue field can go from being almost unnoticeable to basically taking out the hay. The options that really are available are, there's a number of insecticides that are available, but we like to base it on scouting. So we have thresholds that we set up in place for wheat or pasture, and we talk about different scouting methods. Basically, in wheat, 1 to 2 per foot a row is what we're concerned about. We always talk to producers about watching their wheat to make sure they're not seeing evidence of feeding damage, what we call window painting. They're a pod feeder, so this is the time of year when you got soybeans that have pods set. They can be out there, causing a lot of injury to the pods. They can cause shriveling of the seeds. They can cause staining of the seeds, so that the seed quality is not as good. And we usually recommend either using a beet cloth or a sweep net, and our thresholds typically we suggest are 1 to 2 per row foot in soybeans. And we have a lot of products that are available also. If the seeds are developing and the stink bug feeds on them with they're just basically piercing the pod and feeding directly on the seed, they can shrivel up the seed, making it almost look like it had drought injury, or if not, they'll stain the seed with their feeding injury, so you'll see these seeds with brown spots and that kind of thing. And so the seed quality itself is not as good, because we've had a good year for growing soybeans. I think that there's a real potential for some yield. Don't let the enemies take it away from you. Whatever is out there, protect it.